So we decided we were in the market for a house, and so I think Amanda put up a Facebook status?
Yeah, if you're feeling it, you put it on a status, and you have people comment, and we had a friend actually recommend Blake.
He made the whole process, which is this huge, daunting thing, super simple.
We've already recommended him to a couple friend of ours, and they're in the process with him now.
He's really funny. He would take the suggestions we made. He could tell when we were joking. It was weird because I actually just enjoyed talking to him as a person, even if we weren't talking about the house thing.
We could go into a house and I could joke about things. He could joke along with me, but whenever it was time to be serious, he also knew how to segue into that as well.
Amanda here is a very nervous person and anxious, and he would always have a way to assuage those problems and help us if we had any questions. He was always open for texts at random times of the night and Facebook messages, and he would come over to the house to talk through things with us.
No matter what time it was, he'd shoot me back a response, or he'd get right on it. It's super stressful, and I hope to never do it again. But the fact that we had somebody who was well educated about the home buying process made it really super simple and easy. He would explain things step by step. He didn't want to overwhelm you.
He would say, okay, this is why we're signing this. This is what it does. Do you have any questions? Okay, let's move on. And he could explain it in a really simple way. And these aren't all super simple forms or super simple ideas, but they're important because you're buying this house. You'll live here maybe forever, you know? But he was great at explaining stuff.
And if you had concerns about the home that you were looking at, he was always willing to go and talk to the other realtor for you. If you had any issues, he would go to bat for you whenever you needed it. So
Absolutely.
It took a lot of stress off of us knowing that we didn't have to deal with, 3 or 4 other people behind the scenes in home buying.
He was amazing. I can't really think of anything he honestly could have improved on.
One thing he could do is wear more character ties, because that puts me at ease. Preferably Looney Tunes. I would come up with a list of things. He encouraged us. He encouraged us to come up with a list of things that we wanted in a house and things that, were deal breakers. And I mean, he would take us to some stellar houses, but there'd be something about it that we didn't like. And though it was stellar and he felt, maybe he was close to a sale, he'd be like, you guys aren't happy with it, let's go on to the next one.
Yeah, it was kind of amazing because he would, on one day we had 3 different houses planned, and the first 2, because of location, we had a problem. And he said, you know what, I'm not even gonna waste your time with this 3rd one because I realize what you guys want, so why don't we meet again in a week and I'll look at some other places.
Yeah, he's a good people reader, and we might not be easy to read or not because we're all over the place, but yeah. He seemed to sum up everything that we needed, and the minute we walked in this house, I knew, and he did what needed to happen so that we had our spot saved in line
for sure.
This house.
So he just has become a friend, which is insane.
Yeah, it's not like once the paperwork was signed and we had the keys, it wasn't like a parting of the ways. He's still, he's
for
still
sure.
a part of our lives because we talk to him all the time. We're extremely happy with the house. We've rented forever, and it is awful being a renter.
And we have our sons have 2 big rooms. They each get their own room. It's a lot bigger than the place we were renting, and he knew how important that was. And that was the biggest reason, having children, why we wanted to buy a house. And I love it. I didn't even think I would ever own a house, and now I do, and it's great. And I have to figure out how to clean gutters, but other than that, I am loving it.
And I got a dog without having to contact a landlord or trying to hide it.
That's true.
So it's...
We had a cat that we hid for 2 years because we were renting at a place and we're supposed to have one. But now we can get all the cats we want.